Okay, Tony Mormino, again at the AHR Expo in Orlando 2025, here at the MGM Curbs booth with Channing. Channing, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well, sir. How are you? Thank you so
Awesome.
much for doing this.
Thank you so much for having us. We're going to go through your adapter curb.
That's right.
This amazing demo behind us. But I think before we do that, you want to say something about your company.
Yeah, I just want to take a moment to share with everyone who may not be aware. Last year, we lost our owner, founder, CEO, Wayne Raper. He was a titan in the industry. We love him. We miss him every day. And everything that we're doing is to keep his legacy alive. So we're not going anywhere, but just wanted to make everyone aware of that and take a moment to honor him. So
yeah, sad to hear that.
Yeah, it was unexpected. No one saw it coming, but at the end of the day, we're here to continue his legacy and to do it for him. So.
Wow, and I wasn't aware of that. And it is amazing, like the HVAC community, how close we all get over the years. I've been using your product since, a young sales engineer at another company that rhymes with crane.
That's right.
So,
well, hopefully you keep doing it as an older gentleman. So.
I have, yeah. I've been a dedicated curb purchaser from you guys for many years, and I have to say my experience with this company, and we'll go through the technical aspects of the product, is they're always there when there's a problem, which was rare, but when there was one, they were there on the spot to help fix that, and that's the best you could hope for.
We appreciate that.
So, awesome. Okay, let's get down to business here.
Right.
Let's sell some curbs.
Let's do it.
So what we're looking at here is an adapter curb.
No, this is a filter curb.
A filter curb.
So we are a sheet metal fabricator that found our niche in commercial HVAC. So we do everything from your flat roof base curbs to your adapter curbs. But we wanted to showcase our biggest and best, which is a filter curb.
That's right, got it.
So everything you see here, we fabricate in-house.
So before you talk about that,
let's go.
Final filter curb.
Final
I kind
filter
of
curb.
flubbed the whole thing up.
That's right. No, you're good.
Got confused here. It's day 3, man.
That's right.
It's day 3. My brain's all screwed
up. We're all
up.
tired. We're all ready to go home.
That's right. So what we're looking at here is a simulation of a package rooftop unit.
Correct.
Okay, blowing down into this curb.
Correct.
And what happens is sometimes we do jobs where it's like a medical facility or something like that, and they require final filtration.
That's right.
By final filtration, I mean the last thing in the airstream before we go into the supply.
That's right.
And most packaged units are not built to do that.
That's right.
Custom units to do that, but it's extremely expensive.
That's right.
So this is a great solution. I've used these many times.
Correct.
So typically like a HEPA filter.
That's
or
right.
Other high-end
so
filtration.
the two things that we've seen is, you're correct, your units can include them, but often that changes lead times, that makes them more expensive, and can ultimately change dimensions of that unit.
Right.
So doing it this way gives you an easier way that you can hopefully purchase something that your lead times don't get extended, and it actually makes it a little bit cheaper for you and the end user.
Nice.
So
what are we looking at in here?
So you can do MERV or HEPA filter.
You can bring
filtration
that on in if you want to grab some.
Everything is panned off from the inside to make sure the air is flowing directly through the filter itself, and you're achieving what you're trying to achieve in that application.
Is this a HEPA?
So, this I'm not
cartridge?
sure. Yeah, I'm not sure what this one. This is a standard.
Gotcha.
Standard that we've got.
Okay. And the lights are not.
No, the lights are just to make it look pretty. But we had it kind of represent UV lights because we can have different types of add-ons. For instance, we're showing a MagnaHelix gauge. We've also done like dirty filter switches and UV lights as well.
So let's talk about the sealing mechanism here, because that's important.
Correct.
With final filtration, right? So I see a nice thick gasket here.
That's right.
And I see this as like a pressure plate.
That's right. So yeah, so essentially what it is, and if we look through the top, you can see it, but it's all the way around. It's gasketed in to make sure that once again, air is going through. Right. Also, this is double walled. We want to make sure we're having no fibers in the airstream.
Wow, it's hard to tell, but this is like a tank door.
We take pride in what we build.
And I love the locking mechanism here.
That's right.
So it's airtight.
That's right.
Which is important if you want
100%
final filter curve.
That's right.
The other important thing to do, I want to mention before I forget, is if you use this product, make sure you have ample static pressure capabilities of the supply fan here.
Correct.
If it's a standard off-the-shelf unit, you might struggle to get through that filter.
Yeah, so we take CFM into account, the type of filter, the amount of filter. That way we're making sure that we're spacing everything out appropriately so you don't lose any of that pressure drops.
Okay, and you were showing me the MagnaHelix gauge,
Correct.
which is nice.
So the different add-ons, we've done all kinds of different things based off customer requests.
Right.
So from our filter curve, we go to our vibration isolation rail. This is one of our largest sellers.
You want to come zoom in on that? McLean's doing a great job on the camera, by the way.
The reason why our vibration isolation...
You got to do a good job, man, or we're just blaming it on the camera.
That's right. The reason why we believe that our vibration isolation rail is one of the best in the industry is what you see is what you get. So it's 100% fully welded from factory, all steel design.
And that's important because some manufacturers, you can buy them that are less expensive, but they're in a kit.
100%.
By the time you put it together,
Now your contractor's got to put it together. It's not going to have the same integrity, and you may lose out on what you're trying to achieve.
I've gotten a few of those phone calls.
That's right.
Like, hey man, what's this thing you sent me?
Yep.
It's not put together.
The beauty of ours is based off of the unit corner weights, we pre-select springs that are going to support the weight of that unit and give you the ultimate vibration control that you can. If something changes, though, ours is 100% fully adjustable in the field.
And this is not normally open. It's just
correct. If you go to show the panel over here, that's what it would typically look like. It's paneled off, but 3 screws comes out to show you the spring housing, to show you everything's on the inside. And easily with these 2 bolts here, we can adjust the height, whether it's up and down, to make sure that your unit is 100% level and doing what it's supposed to do.
Okay.
So that's our vibration isolation rail.
Filter curb, double wall.
Correct.
Any type of filtration really need.
That's right.
And then we've got a spring isolation rail, which is not needed on all jobs, but nice to have.
100%.
And then we have this great catwalk. So one of the things, when you do this to a unit, it makes it higher in there.
It does.
Catwalk's nice. If it's a smaller unit, you don't really need a catwalk. And I should say, like my experience with these curbs, this unit you probably want to have, you're right at the point where you probably want to consider catwalk, but some of them are only like this big.
Correct.
It's actually nice to have the unit up.
We kind of start to see around 36 inches in height is where customers are starting to think about it. Yep. Okay.
So why don't we go
we'll
up
walk
here?
around this way. So typically our catwalks are going to involve a ladder for the show. We're showing some stairs, which we also do. But typically we're going to have a ladder that's going to help reduce costs a little bit, try to be as efficient as we can for our customers. But we're showcasing 2 different types of our catwalk. So we have our first, which if we're talking about plan and spec, new design from the ground up, we're going to try to do a cantilever design. So everything that you see here, cantilevers from the catwalk itself, right back to the curb. You have nothing touching the roof, nothing penetrating the roof. Contractors and engineers love that.
So it's all supported from the curb.
From these arms that go back to the curb itself.
That's nice.
Yep. Very easy to install. The other day, we actually did a demonstration. We had people come over and we showed them how easy it was to take it apart, take it off, put it back on again.
Love it.
So about a 15-minute process. So,
right.
All right, as you come over to this side.
You should. What's that?
We also have freestanding options. So on this one, you're more going to see if it's a retrofit, maybe everything, the unit, the curb, everything there is already installed. And you're coming back, and for whatever reason, they've decided they wanted to add a catwalk. You now have the freestanding option. So what you see here does actually touch the roof, but it's not going to penetrate it. You're just sitting on top of it, and you're achieving the same thing you're achieving over there. It's just a different option.
Right, because it's not designed to hold the weight of it if it's
correct. And you can do it either way. And some customers choose one over the other, but
excellent.
They're both awesome. Everything you see here is OSHA compliant, 4221 with a kick plate.
And these are removable.
And they are removable. So you have cups here. You can take these off. Typically what we do is we use the service clearances of the unit to get the width of it. That way you can open it. But sometimes based off of your application, where you're at on the roof, you can't always do it that way.
Right.
So yes, these are removable. Unscrew, take it out, open the door, put it back, do what you need to do, then the reverse to get it back together.
Love it.
So extremely user-friendly. We're very proud of this design, and if you look at some of our competitors, you'll see why.
Awesome.
So
yeah, it's hard to see it because you're not here, but these things are built like a tank.
That's right. Oh, they're built like a tank.
Yeah.
So
awesome.
We got one more thing.
Sure.
We'll walk over here and look at the adapter curb. So one of our biggest sellers are just our standard adapter curbs.
Right.
So anytime you have a unit that goes down or an older unit that needs to be replaced, you're going to need an adapter curb. So what we're showing is a flat roof curb that was here with your duct drops. And now you've had to come out and take that unit off. You're putting a new unit on. So here's your adapter. So it adapts to the supply and the return of what was originally there. So real quickly, if you're ever on a roof and you need to know how to do one of these, we have a couple of different options. So if we're talking about a unit that's on its original curb, give us a model number, and we have a 40-year-old database that we can go back, we can search it, we can find.
Do you have a big catalog room?
Pretty big catalog.
Like a legit, real catalog room?
Maybe. So I'm sure somewhere there are some hand drawings for sure. But with that model number, we're able to take your new unit with the existing unit and build an adapter.
But that library of catalogs is pretty valuable.
It's pretty extensive.
Because you can't just find them anywhere, right?
Correct. If you have a unit that's currently already sitting on an adapter, we don't care about the adapter. We still care about this. So the same way, you can take a measurement of your length and of your width, send that to us. We can search that into our system, and we can come up with either one or several options of what it could be. We can send that to the customer, send that to the contractor, let them double check it. If they find one that works for them, we're good to go. If not, we can come out and we can do field measurements.
Yeah.
So it's awesome. Ultimately, we want to get it right. We want to get it right the first time.
Yeah.
So we will work with our customer to make sure that happens.
It's easier to fix on paper.
That's right, 100%. 100%.
Right. Awesome.
So
great. Well, thanks again, Chance.
Yeah.
We'll have to see you in Vegas next year.
Yes, sir.
You guys are going?
So. I hope so.
Yeah, good deal. All right, so check out, if you're watching this on YouTube, our YouTube channel, just check the show notes. I'll put a link to your website.
Perfect.
And you go check out all these amazing products.
You're the man.
Thanks
Appreciate
again,
it so much. Yes, sir. Y'all be good.
All right, man, thanks.